Welcome back, beautiful family, to Royalty Unfiltered. Real life, real talk, and real fun. Another day, another blessing, and another opportunity. And I am grateful. And if you're under the sound of my voice right now, guess what? You made it. And that matters. This is a safe space where we have honest, unfiltered conversations, the highs, the lows, the lessons, the healing, the laughter, and everything in between. Because life is a roller coaster. And baby, we are riding it together. So come on in, buckle up, tap in, and let's have a real conversation tonight. I am your host, Royalty. And sitting beside me, no co host, my BFF, is sick this evening. Please keep her in your prayers. She is underneath the weather right now, but she is watching. She says, I want her to get some rest and get better and take care of herself. So, my priority for her is for her to get well and take care of herself. I love you, BFF. Before we get this started, I would like to thank our amazing sponsors, Cruffle Creations and more. If you're looking for a handcrafted wreath, custom decor, centerpieces, keepsakes, seasonal creations, and unique gifts made with love, Cruffle Creations and more has you covered. Be sure to follow them on Facebook and Instagram, and don't forget to mention Royalty Unfiltered because you will get a special discount, and we all like a discount. And we are also so very proud to recognize our newest sponsor, Black Rain We Care Foundation, an organization dedicated to supporting injured and fallen riders and their families while empowering the motorcycle community through compassion, safety, education, advocacy, outreach, and support. To learn more and support their mission or even donate, please visit Black Rain Foundation, which is spelled BLACKREIGN foundation.org. Please help us show some love to the Black Rain family. Tonight's conversation is very, very personal to me because when people hear the word motorcycle accident, they often think about the crash, the ambulance, the hospitals, the surgeries, the cast, the scars. But what people don't often see is what happens after all of that: the mental battles, the emotional trauma, the anxiety, the depression, the PTSD, the sleepless nights, the financial strain, the fear of riding again, the fear of even driving again, the fear of simply living the life the same way you once did. Tonight, we're talking about the recovery no one talks about. Before surviving the crash is only part of the story. Learning how to live afterwards is completely a different journey. And for many survivors and families, that journey can feel lonely, overwhelming, and sometimes misunderstood. So tonight, we're creating a safe space for honesty, awareness, healing, support, and real conversation. Because motorcycle awareness isn't just about preventing accidents, it's also about understanding the lives impacted after them. Tonight, we are honored. Oh my God, we are so honored with awesome, awesome guests that have survived some tremendous, serious motorcycle accidents. These survivors, whose stories embody resilience, perseverance, strength, hope, and answered prayers. These guests have faced life-changing challenges and continue to rise above them every single day. Please help me welcome to the stage Black Angel, Cuzzo, Piper, and of course, myself, Royalty. Hello, everyone.
Hello, hello, hello.
Guys, Piper is, as you guys can probably see, Piper is out on the road right now. She is doing her Piper's Pounding for a Purpose 30-day cross country ride right now. So she is, as you can see, doing her thing. So keep her in your thoughts and prayers as she's doing her charity ride right now. But she's going to tune in right now and she's going to participate, but she might come in and out because she is out on the road right now. So how's everyone doing this evening?
It's
Very
another
good,
day.
very good.
Very good.
Absolutely wonderful.
Thank you guys so much for coming in. I'm so excited. Thank
Me
you. I
too.
appreciate it so much for coming
There
in
she
and
is.
appreciate it. Thank you,
Say hi
Piper.
that way, and then I'll shut my mask back. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Got you.
Well, everyone, I want to start with some general questions for us all.
Hmm.
Um, Introduce yourself, and after you introduce yourselves, let us know how long you've been riding, what first inspired you to start you riding, and do you remember what your first bike was? Let's start with Black Angel.
Oh wow, starting with me, huh? Hey guys, I am Marilyn Wilson, Black Angel. I've been riding since, was it 2005 or six? I think that's when I
Hmm.
started. Um, and I started because my husband, everybody knows Moose, and he's been riding all of his life. So I was like, I'd ride on the back with him. I was all excited on the back, and then I said, you know what? Let me try this and ride. So I started riding, and once I started riding my own bike, it was 883 Harley. Was it Harley? And
Sportster.
Sportster, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I couldn't ride on the back with him anymore. It was just the weirdest thing. I tried to ride on the back, and I was like, no, it's like I lost all whatever. So anyway, but this I've been riding ever since, and this is the bike. I think I've had, this is my third one, two, three, or fourth one. The Can-Am is my fourth bike,
Okay.
but yeah. So I just kept going up and up and up, But I hated getting rid of that first bike. That was so hard for me. Like, I don't think I can do anything else. You know how that goes?
It's
But
the
then,
bond. It's
yeah,
the
it is.
bond. It's the bond. It's the first love. It's the bond you have with your first bike. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then it started. So that's about it. Anything else you need to know? Is that a good enough?
That's it.
I have one son, by the way.
Okay. All right. Next, Cuzzo.
Yep. 2005 when I started. And yeah, well, here we go. Chantel Brown. They call me Cuzzo. And 2005 I started is because every year I used to help load all the bikes to every bike trip. I was always working at home or doing something else. And it got to the point where I stopped all that in 2005. I said, I'm going to ride. So my first bike was a Yamaha V-Star 650 when I learned how to ride. It worked out. It went well. Next, I just boosted myself up. I went to straight 1700. And after that, I started customizing my bike myself. I'm
Mm-hmm.
one of those who just take something apart and redo it the way it needs to be done. That's me. But I still have it. Even after my accident, I rebuilt the bike myself. They totaled it. I
Wow.
rebuilt it. I'm still riding it.
Get
And
out
I'm
of
going to continue to
here.
do it.
Hey,
Yep.
that's what I'm
That's
talking about.
nice. That's
That's
nice.
what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. Yeah,
Thank
look,
you.
we gotta give you props for that. Got to give you props for that one right
Yeah.
there.
I
Yes.
had that downtime, so I was just looking at the bike. I said, "No, you're not taking it. You're not taking it. Give me." I took my bike back and I said, "I got this." I sat in the
And that's what
backyard and
they
did my
end up
number.
doing. They'll take it and
Yep,
somebody will rebuild it themselves.
exactly. So I said, "Nope,
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm going to do it."
All
Mm.
right. All right. Piper,
Mm.
can you hear us?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, cool. I've been riding for, well, I'm Piper, out of Pittsburgh, and I've been riding for like 17 years now. Seems like it was just yesterday, but in my heart, it feels like I've been riding forever.
Yep.
Yes,
And
indeed.
then, and my first bike was a Yamaha R6.
All right.
Right?
All right. Wow. Yep, that's all of us. I've been riding, I start in my head. I've been riding in my head all of my life. Oh my God, all my
Yup.
life. I've been riding. My family, my Uncle Norman, that's who started me riding. Uncle Norman with the Buffalo Soldiers, seeing my family, the Buffalo Soldiers as kids riding. And So watching them, and but every year I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna get my bike, I'm gonna get my bike, and I'm gonna get my bike. When Gerald Levert passed away, that was it. I
Oh,
stopped procrastinating because that is my favorite artist. And I kept procrastinating to go see him. I was like, oh, I'm going to see him next year. Oh, I'll see him next year. But when he passed, it was done. I was like, I am no longer procrastinating. I'm
That's
going to
interesting.
go get my motorcycle. And I
Mm.
live beside the motorcycle shop. I would drive past it on purpose, would never stop. I said, nope, never going to stop. I stopped, walked in, I started looking at bikes, and I sat on a 750 Honda Shadow. And I was like,
Mhm.
oh, okay. Did it call my husband? I said,
There.
hey, I found my, I said, told him to guess where I was. And he was like, I ain't got time to be guessing. And I said,
There.
it's the store I've drive past. And he's like, no, get out of there now. I kept him up all night long. And the next I bought a bike. I ain't know how to ride. I ain't
Oh
know nothing
Lord.
about it. Towed that bad boy home. The people was like, oh, you can come get your bike. I said, I don't know how to ride. They was like, what? I was like, I don't know how to ride. They was like, I said, I don't know how to ride a bike.
That's so cute.
I learned to ride my bike in my backyard going in circles.
I know that's right.
Going in circles.
See,
That's how I learned how
Wow.
to ride my bike. I found a private person up in
It's
was it is
tutor.
it what is it called? White Owing or White Marsh or what's that place called? Maryland up in
Uh,
past Owens Mills. I mean, it was way.
yeah.
I
It is
found somebody
quite
and would
Martian.
drive up there every weekend for Saturdays and Sundays because I wanted one on
That's
one. I didn't want to be in a
determination.
class.
yeah, it definitely is. Definitely is. When you want to ride, you got to keep on doing it. It got to the point where I was like, I'm not gonna ride no more. I had a little wiggle. I was like, I almost hit the car. I said, no, I'm not riding no more. My cousin pulled me out. He said, you're gonna ride this bike. You're gonna keep on riding. He made sure I rode. I rode around the block. I was just going slow. He said, you better hit the next gear. It was one of those. He made me ride it. I had to say, I started riding after that. I was like, I got this, and just started riding since.
Yeah, I mean, once you get to, I mean, my neighbor would be like, "Oh my gosh, she is serious." I'd be literally in circles, and they would just laugh at me,
Yeah.
and they would just laugh at me. I was like, "Okay," and I was like, I told my husband, "Okay," I said, "I want you to ride behind me, so I want to go out in the street." And he was like, "Oh, I don't feel good today." I said, "Okay, all right, you don't sick, okay." By the third day, he said he didn't feel good. I said, looked at him. I said, "I'm a biker, damn it." I came out with all my
Gone by
gear
myself.
on. I opened up the gates and I turned and rode out. He said he looked outside and saw my ass go past the house. He said, "Oh Lord,
Oh,
she knows how to ride.
oh.
Lord, this don't make no sense." He said, "That's all." He said, "She knows how to ride. It's a wrap now." And I was been riding by myself ever since. So my mom said, as a kid, the only thing I ever wanted was a motorcycle and a dog.
Oh, really? Wow.
Oh,
Motorcycle and a dog.
That's
Okay.
all I ever wanted as a child was a motorcycle and a dog. And I have a motorcycle and a dog.
There you go.
that
Well, you
is
know,
so funny.
Isn't that crazy? That's the most
That
craziest
is.
thing. Most
It
craziest
is.
taking
thing.
the
I
nights is
think
no
everybody
problem.
kind
Yeah.
of has like a crazy story about their motorcycle experience because
Mm-hmm.
even me, I have a girlfriend from Tabor City, North Carolina, and she was supposed to ride with me, and she never would have time. Like we both work at the airport, and then her schedule was just really, really crazy. I said, "I know what? I'm just going to take it out myself," and I did. I actually bought my bike before I had my license, like you. I saw it. I was like, "Oh, I'm going to
Same
get
here.
it." I had class last week and I just bought it. And that bike, I paid $1,800 for it, and I
Mm-hmm.
crashed it into my garage 3 days
Oh,
later.
oh Lord.
Oh
Oh,
wow. Ooh.
And my mom
Ooh.
was like, "Are you done yet?" I was like, "No, State Farm gave me $5,000. I bought a new bike, and
there you go.
I'm around it." Like when I tell you, when you get that bike in the most abnormal way, it's because it's in your heart and it's never
Yes.
gonna go away no matter if you crash or whatever happens. Like
You're
it's
right.
there to stay.
It's a
Hmm.
feeling you cannot explain to someone who doesn't understand.
Hmm.
It's like
Correct.
you just can't, like you said, Marilyn, you was riding on a bike. But when you
Hmm.
got in when you rode for yourself, you was like, I can't be a backpacker no
Tried.
more.
Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
Just couldn't do it.
And it's my husband's fault because it made my riding very easy, very
Mm-hmm.
simple. Because
Mm-hmm.
let's go do this, and between him and the Kingdom Knights, and it was one biker to me. He would always take me, say, "Now we're gonna go on the back roads first. We're gonna do this. I want to see you do this." And he says, "Stop looking at everything. Just look at the road." I'm like, okay, okay. Oh, I'll never forget it. Yeah, it was fun though, and I don't think I ever thought I was gonna not ride again. Nothing made me think
Exactly,
that.
exactly. Okay, my BFF, she's on. She says all of us need to
Yay.
stop procrastinating in
Okay,
so many
I will.
ways in our lives. Yes, you
Mhm.
are right, BFF. BFF. I thought you're supposed to be resting, BFF, but I see you're on. But thank you. Every
Nah, get well soon.
yes, Ernest. Our Ernest God says, "Good evening, everyone.
Yes,
Good
Good evening.
evening. Good
Good
evening,
evening.
everyone." So I'm saying hi to everybody in the chat. Thank you guys for watching. We appreciate it so much.
yep.
So everyone, who introduced you into the motorcycle community?
It started with me. It started with my cousin. Well, it was my whole community. They all rode bikes. Used to race bikes from day one when I was that little kid watching. And I was like, me, I was an athlete. Me, I was playing all my sports, football, baseball, basketball, you name it. That's what I was doing. So I
Mm-hmm.
never had time. So even after I graduated high school, I'm still doing the same thing. Loading all the bikes. It got to that point where my cousin just grabbed me and said, come on, right to the motorcycle mall. Look at that bike. You want that? Get it. I said, no, I want a bike. I'm just looking at it. End up getting it, leaving with the bike. I didn't get my license. I got the bike in 2005. I didn't get my license like 2010. I
Hold
rode on
up.
permits every year.
You was
Yeah.
riding dirty.
You were
I sure
riding
was. I
dirty.
sure was.
Oh,
Until I got into it. I was like, I don't feel like taking no class for it. I get it when I get it. I'm still riding. That's what I was doing. I was just having fun with it. Once I got used to it, I got into it. I wasn't thinking about it until I was like, you know what? I don't have my license. It dawned on me. I'm like, I don't have my license yet. Let me go
Mm-hmm.
get this. So I ended up getting it. So,
And that's true,
but
because they don't even, you don't have to have a license to get your motorcycle. That's the crazy part,
exactly.
You don't have to have a license. Hey, Supreme.
Mhm.
So, okay, who introduced? Okay, Marilyn, you said your husband introduced you into the motorcycle community. All right, Piper, who introduced you to the motorcycle community?
it was my girlfriend TG from
Okay.
North Carolina. She actually had us going to Black Bike Week, and when she first told me about it, I was like, "How do you leave your family for a whole week?" I said, "I can't do that. Like, I can't leave like my husband and my kids. Like, what?" And then so I just went the weekend. I went like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And when I saw all those women, big women, little women, short women, tall women, on those bikes, I was like, "Oh, I gotta get a bike. I gotta get a bike."
Yep.
Like it was. I'm the only one in my family like who rides motorcycles. I don't know where it came from. It must have just been buried in there,
Wow.
waiting for me to find it, discover it. Yes.
Exact. I know you was like,
See?
okay, that's for me. That's crazy, because before I got my bike, I ended up down in Myrtle. Didn't know it was Bike Week.
Oh.
Me and my husband was down on
Man.
vacation, and we pulled
Hmm.
up, and I was like, "Oh, all these motorcycles!" I was like, "Oh, what's going on?" And he was looking around. I was like, and we pulled into
Mesmerized.
look, we pulled into the resort, and I was like, "Oh snap! What's going on?" And the guy was
Yes.
like, and I was like, he was like, "No, let's go. Let's go. Just check in." I was like, "Nah, man, what's going on? Look, see all these bikes." And I was like, "It's Bike Week." I was like, "We came on Bike Week and we didn't even know it." I was like, "I said that's God." I
There's
said
a
that's nothing
reason.
but God. He was like,
That is God.
"I
It's
said that was
God.
God. That was nothing but God. That's God speaking. See, He's speaking." And you talk about being in heaven, and he was like, "You can't." I had broke my foot, so he was looking at me like, "You can hardly walk, and you talking about getting on a, you talking about talking to everybody with a bike. Oh, what kind of bike you have? Well, can I sit on it? Can you teach? Well, what is this?" And he was just like, "I'm so." He would apologize. "I'm so sorry for her. She was
So
gonna mess with you all day." So it was crazy, but it's like when it's in you, it's in you. There's nothing you can do about it. Nothing at all.
at all.
At all, at all.
See?
So, the crazy thing about it is, the saying is, if you haven't gone down, you will go down.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
You just don't
Yes,
know
indeed.
when you're going to go
Exactly.
down. You just don't know when you're going to go
No
down.
way.
And that's
Yep.
just it's part of riding. You pray that you never do. You pray before you ride, you pray while you ride, you pray when you get to your destination, you pray when you just continue to pray, but you just whew,
Never know.
you just
You
never ever
never know.
I
never know.
remember my very first time. I thought because I stopped at a stoplight with their lights and the bike dropped off. It fell off. I said, "Oh, maybe that's the one. Maybe that's the only." Because I got right up, picked it up, and I caught up with them. I said, "Oh, okay. So everybody says she's gonna fall. This is it.
There we go. There's nine.
He's
That's it.
like, that's
That's
it.
it.
He's
I
like,
didn't
that's
believe
it.
it after
I'm
that."
good. That's it. That's all.
Yep.
Whew, I got it
No.
done and over with. The drilling's gone. Yes, 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 yes.
Dude, that's pretty much happened in Daytona. I broke up a fight
That's what
and
I was
Oh.
somebody
going to go to
pissed me
you
off.
to
Yeah.
ask you.
See,
When
yeah.
can you walk me through your accident, Cuzzo? Because your accident was the 2017
See,
was a doozy. That's all I got to
it
say.
was. You're absolutely right. A lot of things happened that year.
This is Cuzzo right here, guys. You can't tell him nothing, okay?
Every year, a different color hair every year.
Yes, yes. This is him. That's smiling all. This is
He
him.
was a baby. He was so
Yes,
young.
yes, yes. This is when I met Cuzzo.
Yeah, Ocean City.
2015 Ocean City. Pouring down and
Oh man.
raining. What a
Yes,
time.
indeed.
What a time. What a
And we had a
time.
ball. We
We
had a
did. We
ball.
had a ball. We had a ball. Had a ball. And this is
Wow.
you in Daytona.
Yep.
Yep. That is
All those
Daytona.
days. The good old days.
Daytona. Those were the good old days. And we still have good old days. We
Hey,
still
we
do.
do. Yes, we do.
We do.
We definitely do.
So your accident was when?
March 17th, 2017.
Oh, you trait.
Ooh.
Yep.
What was it? March 17th or March 17th?
Yes. March 17th.
Mine was in July of
Mm.
2017.
Okay.
Yes.
March 17th, 20. Can you walk us through that day of the accident on how the day was?
Ooh.
The day was going well. I got in an accident going to see an accident. One of my boys, we got that call. He fell. So we got up, we left on the strip, left the strips on the way there. And that's the last thing I remember. I couldn't tell you what happened, how it happened.
Mm, mm,
Whoa.
I
mm.
know I woke up and I saw who's in the picture. That's my mother. I saw her. I'm like, why are you in my hotel room? That's what I said to myself. And I'm looking around. I said, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in a hospital bed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. After that, I went crazy because number one, I couldn't remember names. I couldn't remember anything. My mind was just blank. And to
Mhm.
this day, there's sometimes if you're having a conversation and you cut me off while I'm talking, I don't remember the conversation. That's things that I had to go through all the time.
Yep.
It's rough. I had to learn how to walk, talk, eat, you name it.
Mm-hmm.
I went
Mm-hmm.
through the whole process. And
Boy.
even in that whole, when you're waking up a month later, don't know anything, it hurts you. And
Yep.
it really gets to you. Then you're trying to figure out what to do, how to do it, what happened, and you're not getting all the answers. It eats you alive. I guess you get frustrated. When you get frustrated, your temper just blows up.
Mm-hmm.
If you
Mm,
say something, I never in my life cursed in front of my mother.
Mm-hmm.
And I
mhm.
started doing that. I'm like, what's going on? That's when I said, okay, back to therapy. So therapy sessions helps. I have to say
Mm-hmm.
that. It definitely help it and help you really ground yourself. But that whole time to this day, it hurts. I think about it. I look at these pictures. I'm like, I made it back in time. That's my sister in the middle. She graduated from Rutgers with her
Mm-hmm.
master's. And I made it every time I look at that picture, I'm like, oh, I made it. I made sure I made it home. I got out the hospital. I forced myself out.
Mm-hmm.
It was giving me simple things to do. I said, no, I'm not going to walk on this little step to learn how to walk. I made him put me in the hallway. Emergency steps. I just went up and down the steps doing that, working myself out. Everything I did, I wanted to work out. And I
Okay.
did it hard to get out of there. I didn't want to be in it anymore. So
Okay.
I made it on time, got to a graduation, and thank God for that. And since then, I work myself. To this day, I
Same
still
here.
have to work myself
Yep.
and
Yes.
just try to figure out everything mentally and physically. You never know when something pops up from that accident. It
Right.
still
And
lingers in you,
what injuries
you
did you
know,
suffer?
brain injury.
Brain
Traumatic
injury.
brain injury. I
Yep.
know it
Yes,
well. Yep.
indeed.
You are
Okay.
See,
a blessed soul. Trust me.
Yes,
I'm
you
a
are.
nurse, and I saw
Yes,
that, and
you
I'm
see,
like,
are.
child, I know. Yeah, you're
So the
blessed. You're
hardest
truly
part
blessed.
of physically was you trying to remember how to relearn everything all over again.
correct,
Okay.
correct. Even, learning how to walk, that was a big thing too.
Yes.
And I guess I've been in bed so long, my legs wasn't working.
Mm,
So it was things
yes.
like that I had to get together. Now I made sure nurses would come in my room in the middle of the night and see me trying to walk. You're not supposed to be out the bed. They was getting on me. I said, nope,
Yep.
I'm going to do what I got to do because I'm getting
Yeah.
out of here. That was my attitude.
Yep. It's like I'm
And
getting up out of here. I don't know about y'all, but
How
I am
long?
definitely getting up out of here.
mhm,
We are. It's like I'm out. I don't know about you guys, but I'm up out of here. We not.
How long were you
exactly.
there?
We
How long
not
were you in the
doing this.
hospital?
I was there from March 17th to May 2nd, May 1st or 2nd.
Okay.
Darn, that's huge. That's unbelievable.
That's
That's
Yep.
that's great. That's
You
great.
really, you
Yep.
did good getting yourself back.
yes.
Like, I'm not
He
sitting
sure
here.
did.
Yes.
He sure
Yes.
did. You sure
And
And
did.
trust me.
Because I
I know
remember
why.
talking with you before the accident. I
Right.
text you because he was doing something. I was like, "Oh, y'all having too much fun or something." I sent him something, and he was like, "Hey, sis."
Yeah.
And next thing I know, I
Exactly.
was like, "What are y'all talking about?" I just
That's
talked
fun.
to him. No, 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 no. And I was just like, "No, yeah."
My
So just
Lord. Mm,
that fast,
Trust,
that
I got a
fast.
lot of feedback. Even to this day, I still go back. All you guys that was hitting me up and saying, what happened? What happened? What happened? I read them. I still read them. The cards you guys send me, stuff like that. Was like I said, this
Yeah.
is what the biking community is about. They
oh
Yes.
will
yeah.
show you love, prayers, and everything. They give back to you. That's why, like I said, we're family. Period. Right? We
Yes,
on a
we
bike,
are.
we family, and
Yes,
that's
we
what I
are.
appreciate. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And
Um,
people don't understand, when we go through stuff, your recovery is ongoing.
mhm.
It is
It,
ongoing
it
and
is
stuff.
nonstop.
Now, how did your kids, how was your family and stuff, your kids and stuff, how did they do?
My
That's where,
oldest kid, yeah, my oldest kid, he was like, "Where's daddy? Where's daddy? Where's daddy?" My youngest, he's only a year old.
yeah.
So
Mm.
that on him, he was like, he was missing something as I was told. But when I got back in that's the first thing he came. And that's the two names I only remember. I can't remember anybody else saying. You just bringing that back to me right now. That's the two names I always said and always remember my boys' names. Everybody else, I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, what's your name again? What's your name again? Where's Anthony? Where's Alex? That's my two kids' name. And that's what I went through, those kids, when I got home, they who made me work harder.
Yep.
Wow.
I was like, it's time, it's me coaching a baseball team, well, coaching my oldest baseball team, stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that, trying to get back into that stuff. And I had to do something for my little one. So my head was like all over the place. Like, you got to do this. You got to do that. Come on,
Mm-hmm.
get it together. And I forced myself, like, even at work, I was supposed to be out for like a year.
Yep.
So I went back to work in October. I went
Wow.
back to work
That's
in October.
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah,
That
Man.
really
I
is
made
amazing.
my yeah, I made myself work so hard. I said I have to go to work. I'm not a homebody. I'm not staying home. Work this out. Do this. Do that. And I went hardcore. And I
Let
everything
me,
I did.
let me tell you what that's called. Mindset. And
Yep,
people
that's
don't
definitely
realize that mindset, your mind truly controls your
your
body.
mind. We have a
Mhm.
question. What kind of protective gear is available to wear besides your helmet? Did you have your helmet on, honey?
I did not have my helmet on.
Yeah.
We in
Uh,
Florida,
Ooh.
He
no
was in
helmet
Florida.
on,
We in
and
Florida.
oh
never
my.
wore my helmet. And
Yeah.
the only time we wore helmets in Florida was going to highway when you going up. We ride down to Miami and back. That's when we put our helmets on. We got long distance. But
Yep.
around town, we never kept our helmets on.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And this was around town at all things. It was like,
Yeah.
haha,
Yeah.
was never expected. And, but it happened.
Yeah.
Have I learned my lesson? Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
Did,
yes.
for the 2 years after, they made me wear my helmet all the time for 2 years until I took my helmet off one day. I said, I'm good. I need to get this in my system. I took my helmet off, blinked my helmet. And I said, I just rode.
Just to
I
get
said,
the
I'm leaving
fear out.
everybody.
Just
Exactly.
just to get the
Mhm.
fear out. Just to
Because
get
there
the
was
fear out for
times,
you.
yep. Because when I first started riding, I'm like this. My head was on a swivel.
Hmm.
Who's guiding me? Who's this? Who's there? The red light, I'm stopping at a red light, when it turned green, I'm waiting. I'm still looking. All right, no cars
Hmm.
going. Then I go.
Hmm.
So I always hesitate to do everything. It got to the point where I need to ride like I used to. So that's when I took the helmet off one night. And it was about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. I just went out there. I just went out there and said, I'm going to run. Nobody's out here. Let me ride. And that's what I did. And
That's
after
what you
that,
did.
I was like, I'm golden. I'm good. That's why I rather, now, well, I don't ride town to town. I hate little short distance stuff now. I'd rather just ride out somewhere.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So, do you have any ongoing challenges that you have to work with every single day besides just the memory and stuff, like with your strength and stuff?
As far as my strength, I'm all good. My strength
Hmm.
is okay, so can't complain. But other than that, everything is working out the way it's supposed to work out. So I worked hard at it. Like I said, the only thing is staying mentally sharp,
Hmm. Okay.
making sure I don't catch that attitude, making sure, I'm just, you know, let my emotions take place with me. The
Yes.
one thing I never cried. I'm not a crybaby. That's how they used to tell me. You don't never cry about anything. Now I get emotional. I cry about anything now. I'm like this. I get choked up. I'm like, ah, now I gotta look away so nobody else see me. I'm one of those now.
Well, you know what?
It's
It
trauma.
changes your life.
Trauma,
Yeah,
yeah. Trauma changes your life absolutely. And I agree
it
with
does.
that. I
It
used to
definitely
not
does.
cry and then something traumatic happened and I cry about everything. I'm like, this guy's pretty today. And I cry. Like
Hmm.
it's terrible.
It could also be because you realize how blessed you are when you
Oh,
hear other
That too.
stories like that. And sometimes we don't think that, but I'm telling you, it does make a difference when you've gone through something like that, and then you hear some other people's stuff, and you just can't help it. I
you
mean,
just
whether it's good
Right.
can't.
stuff or bad stuff, it's just So that might be some of it
Amen.
too.
Amen to that. Okay,
That's
Brooke
it.
says, "Hey,
Yes,
family."
indeed.
Hey, hey,
Family.
hey.
All right,
Hey,
Piper. Can
Mhm.
you walk us through the day of your accidents? I said accidents,
Lord.
y'all. Y'all
Oh my
heard the
God.
Right,
plural on
I
that?
know.
Accidents.
Mm, mm,
Well, I told you about the one, the very first one through the garage. The next major one, well, actually, I did. I forgot about that. I kind of dropped the bike the same. I was on my way to Philadelphia, and I was getting
Okay.
off the highway, and a bus was coming, and I stopped, but there was gravel, and I tipped over. I broke my ankle, so I never made it to
ooh,
Philadelphia. But I didn't
Mm.
consider that an accident. I'm like I guess that's my accident. I was the same, as Miss Marilyn. Like this is my one, yay, one and done. That was not the case.
Mm-hmm.
The
Mm-hmm.
next one,
Mm-hmm.
the bad one. I don't know if you guys remember Rally at the Rock. Remember, it used to come in Rockingham, North Carolina. Or is that South Carolina? Rockingham was north. Yeah, Rockingham, North
I'm
Carolina.
trying to.
It would happen like right after Bike Week. Like
Uh-huh.
they had sound competitions. It was at the track. It was at the
Yes, yeah, I know
Okay,
the
exactly
okay,
what you're
okay,
talking about.
okay, okay,
yes. So that
okay,
was 2014.
RVs at the track over there.
mhm.
Yes,
Oh
yes.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
okay.
Block Burners used to kind of host it like Block Burners and was there front runners from Atlanta? Like it was just huge.
hmm
It was huge. So every year we would go. I rode down with my girlfriend Troy, and it was the day before my birthday. It was July 22nd, 2014.
Mm,
I
mm, mm.
remember that like it was yesterday because like I'm the weird one who thinks about if you're going to die, what does your obituary say? And I remember like as I'm rolling on the ground, like my obituary is going to say sunrise, 7:23, sunset, 7:22.
Oh
I didn't even make
Lord,
it to my birthday.
child.
So I was like, I'm thinking that as I'm rolling on the ground. But we were at the hotel. We were riding earlier that day, and it was like 110 degrees. I had my leather coat on. I always wear
Mm-hmm.
my helmet. Um, but we went back to the hotel, and I took my coat off. I had a short sleeve shirt on. I did have jeans and motorcycle boots on, and we're trying to find this track. We can't find it. We can't find it. And man in the gas station said, "You can follow me." So we're following behind him, but there's a line. So you know how when cars slow down, you fall back, but then you speed up, and then you fall back, you speed up.
Uh
So
huh.
we were falling back, and then they just stopped suddenly. And my girlfriend, because we were going to T-bone this car because he slammed his brakes on, she
Oh
went to
no.
oncoming traffic, and I went to the side, but it wasn't a shoulder, it was just rock and gravel. And
Ooh, ooh.
I didn't have a back brake. I had lost that the week before going to Louisiana. So when I pulled
Wow.
everything in, it was really just my front brake
Oh,
being
you went
applied.
over.
And yes,
Mm,
flipped and rolled. I
Mm-hmm.
was like,
mm.
oh my God, my bike. And meanwhile, I'm bloody and bleeding. I'm like, is my bike okay? I try to stand up. And when I stepped down on my right foot, I just went over. I couldn't
Is
stand
that the one
at
when
all.
you? That's not the one you was riding back with your crutches, is it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
This right here.
There, yeah, yes.
Ah.
Yes. Okay. I'm just
Yeah.
hold up. I know I got it. This thing right here,
Yes.
y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. That road rash was worse than the breaks. Actually, like I broke all my
Yep.
toes, like
Yep.
across here. Yep. I broke
Yep.
my toes, my ankle, the bone across the middle,
Mm-hmm.
and like right above the ankle. So they put me in the cast, like you see where I had the crutches,
Okay.
and then they did
Mm-hmm.
that to my foot. But I was in North Carolina. I didn't know anyone. I did try to call like U-Haul to get a trailer. I called
Yes,
like
Oh
all
my
the
y'all.
car
God.
places to try. I tried to get a pickup
Yes.
truck, and it was a Sunday. Like I was in an emergency room for
Mm-hmm.
hours. Like it was just long. And so when I finally got out, it
Wow.
was late Saturday night. So nothing was open. Sunday morning, I tried to call, like I said, to get a rental, to get a truck, and there was nothing. So I told the woman I was with, like, do you mind if I ride back? Like, I feel okay. I'm gonna take, some
Jesus.
leave, drink a Red Bull, and I feel good. My back brake didn't work anyway, so it didn't matter that I couldn't press it with that foot.
Oh
So I
God.
only had a
Girl,
front brake anyway.
I watched her
So
coming home. I kept texting her. I said, "Girl, what are you
that's
doing?"
insane.
She's like, "I gotta make it home." I was like,
No, you did not.
"Y- "You ain't know nobody. You couldn't
What
leave
a
it."
matter?
Wow.
10 hour trip turned to 18 hours.
That's a wow.
That's crazy. That's
Yep.
crazy, y'all. That's crazy.
Insane.
That's crazy. And that's the first accident. What's this one right here, Piper? Look at this year, y'all. Look at this year.
17, May 20.
17.
Yep, 2017 was a rough year.
That was rough.
I
Yeah.
did. Oh.
So that's my baby pumpkin head. I hit a deer. That was my first. I've had 3 deer strikes. That was my first one.
Wow.
2 of them were in Ohio. That was the first one. That's the second. No, that's the
Mm,
third deer
Look at
strike.
the deer right there.
Mm-hmm. Look at the deer.
3 deer strike.
Yeah.
Wow.
it's a pretty bike
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. That's my husband's bike, and
Yep.
he let me ride it. And he said, "Don't you crash my bike." I said, "I'm not gonna
Oh
crash your
Lord.
bike." I think he jinxed me. That's why. And I had given him
See?
deer whistles, and he did not put them on the bike because all mine had deer whistles on them after I hit the first one. If he would
Uh-huh.
have
Yep.
did that, I
Mm-hmm.
probably would not have hit that deer. It's his fault.
See?
Oh my
Yep. Blame it on him.
God.
Blame your husband.
I do.
He
Oh
I
spoke it into
do.
my
existence. He spoke it. Then he
God.
spoke it into existence.
He
Sometimes we do
spoke it
do that.
into
He
existence.
did. He spoke that into
See?
existence. He did.
Oh my God. Oh my
That's
God. Well,
wow.
as y'all can see
Yes.
through Piper is out right now doing her Piper Pound for a Purpose right now. Can you explain to us what this charity, your foundation that you're doing right now, hon? Because she is
Mhm.
out and about. Let us know where you are. And she was with the Buffaloes, BFF. She rode with the Buffaloes yesterday. Look at your
Okay.
page, girl. Yes, the Buffaloes.
So really quickly, too, and I don't know how to turn the camera around. And I hope I don't get emotional. Uh, so I'm hit. So the Pounding with a Purpose. Um, we raise money. My club raises money every year. We support breast cancer, children's sickle cell, and this year we picked up the SWAG Alliance, which is Social Workers Alliance for Greatness, and then ourselves, we always do things for the kids for back to school, book bags, supplies. We
Mm-hmm.
do hats, scarves, gloves, coats in the winter, and then we feed families for Thanksgiving. We give them like a meal kit, like turkey, some sides, like the gravy, the biscuits, those things. So that's what the Pounding for a Purpose is. But also in my journey and what I was saying in regards to Cuzzo, like I'm I used to be so hard, and not that I'm not hard anymore, but like I lost my son in 21,
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh
it was
boy.
like after,
See?
yeah, so after he died, uh every I just like Marilyn said, you tend to appreciate life and your blessings. So everything is just emotional for me. And so his
Mhm.
name is, because I used to say was, his name is Tyler.
Is. Is
Mhm.
Tyler.
And there are 21 cities named Tyler. And
Mm-hmm.
when we had his funeral, they were about to put him in the ground. I'm like, no, 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 I don't want him in the ground. I want him with me. So I had to take him out and put him back in the car. He got cremated. So I take his ashes and I spread them around to all of the Tyler cities.
Tyler.
And as we were riding, I forgot, and I don't even know how I did this because I'm doing the charity ride, that the city that I didn't get to yet is Tyler, Washington. And look where I am.
Oh no, you're not.
Yeah, so like,
Oh,
and
oh,
so
you're
see,
gonna make me cry.
I
No.
know I'm about to cry too. So
Don't
he's
do that.
painted. He's painted on my motorcycle. So when we were when you were talking, I saw the sign. It was like Tyler. I was like, there
Oh,
is a Tyler,
girl.
Washington. And then when I slowed down, I had to turn around to come back. So
Oh,
yes.
That's great.
So
That's
this is
great.
oh,
That is wonderful.
girl.
I
That's
am in
wonderful.
Tyler, Washington. So yeah,
Oh,
he's all over. I don't know how to turn the camera around, but he's painted on the bike, and
look
I'm
at him.
here. So
Oh, you're
now
here. You're
I
there.
have
Oh,
See?
you're
I just
there.
have
There we
Tyler,
go.
California left. I was like, oh,
Hey,
and then there's a
Tyler,
sign down
you're
there
there.
that I will get. I know. And I swear to goodness, this whole journey, I've been seeing 428, which is his birthday. In
Yes.
Montana, I was on route 28 to get here. Like, it's just, that's the Lord really blesses
Yes, it
you
is.
when
Yes,
you
yes, he
need,
does.
Yes,
to
he
feel the
does.
comfort. And I'm so excited. Like, I'm too excited to even be like sad emotional. Like, I'm just really happy right now. And
This is
I'm
a
glad that
happy
I could
one.
share it with you guys.
Oh, me
It's
Good.
a
too.
very,
That's
very
great.
Oh,
happy
That's
God,
moment.
girl.
awesome.
Oh, girl. There you go.
Girl.
Oh,
Ooh,
Yes,
Lord have
indeed.
mercy.
whew.
Mm.
Oh, God. Because I wonder, I saw you drop off. I saw your head do this. And I was
Yeah,
like,
because I
okay.
was
And
like,
I saw you do this. And I was like, okay. And I saw you drop off. And I was like, oh my God. But God is good. God is awesome.
All
he
the time.
it
God is
all the
awesome.
time,
He is
Yes.
like
awesome.
all this.
He is
See?
Yes,
awesome.
Tonight's a purpose. Tonight's a
it,
Yes.
purpose.
Tonight.
it
Yes.
really
See?
Yes.
is.
Tonight is the
Really,
purpose. Yes. 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 God
100%.
is so good.
Yes.
So good. So
So
good.
I'll get to spread his ashes here. So that's another one, and
Yes.
then there's just California left,
Just
and then
California.
there's overseas, New Zealand
New
is the
Zealand.
one that's
Oh.
out the country,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
and
Whew.
he's with me everywhere I go. Let's see if I can. I have
Let
too
me
many
see.
clothes on to get to him. So he's
Wow.
in.
You saw the picture of
He's
you
on
got
my
him on the
wrist.
Yeah.
bike.
Yes, and then there's so many things I have on. There.
Supposed
That's a
to.
good thing. That's a
You
good
Is
thing.
that
supposed to.
supposed to?
You supposed to. You supposed to stay there
Oh.
done at
See?
all
There.
times. Yep, there he is.
Look at that.
Cause he is. I
Yes,
Feels.
have a picture
and
of
then
him on
bracelets.
here. If y'all can
Yep,
see, he's
he's
Mhm.
right
on
there.
It's
the
it.
saddlebags.
Yep, he's on
Mm-hmm.
her
Nice.
saddlebags right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and my baby son is on the fender in the front.
Yes. And he just graduated high
Yes,
school.
Oh,
he
wow.
did.
Yes.
Yeah,
He
I'm
Yes.
just
going through that
graduated.
now. I got my son's going to the prom on Friday.
Oh Lord.
It's that time.
Oh, it's that
So
Oh, yeah.
time. It's
See,
that
It's just
yeah.
time. It's
starting,
that
darlings. It's just
time.
starting. Just so you know.
Time.
Look
It's
at
that
that.
time.
man,
My God.
Oh,
Time waits for no one. Time waits for
no
exactly.
no
one.
one. I had someone just say a lot of accidents. You still got a lot, still, what do you say, accidents, and you still got the courage to get back on the bike.
Mhm.
Valerie says, yes, yes,
Yes,
yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes.
absolutely.
Still,
Because what doesn't
absolutely
kill you
makes
only
you
makes you
stronger.
stronger.
Makes you
Yep,
stronger.
Can. It
And
should.
then Smitty
It,
says from Fort Lauderdale. He's from Fort Lauderdale. Lost a lot of friends growing up on the
Mhm,
bikes there. Yeah,
mhm,
mhm.
mhm.
got there. Ooh, Lord have mercy. God is so good. He
He's
is
a nice
so
looking young man too. He
Yes.
was. I mean, really,
Oh,
that's
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
he's a cutie pie.
yes, 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 yes. So all right now,
So
my
happy,
black
y'all.
angel.
That's it.
I'm happy
I
for you,
know.
sweetheart. Oh my God,
Exactly.
My
what a
black angel
blessing.
right here, y'all. This lady right here.
Did you fix yourself
Uh-huh.
since you're a nurse?
No,
No,
Oh,
no, 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 no.
that's a whole nother story.
That's a whole nother story. No, no, no. This lady
oh,
right here, y'all. This is my heart, y'all. When I first came on the set, this lady, they embraced me like they have known me my entire life, her and her husband, and the Kingdom Knights motorcycle ministry. They have embraced me like I was one of theirs. I ain't know nobody.
I remember that
Absolutely
boy.
not a soul. I would just come and support. I would just come show up and speak and just be me. And they just loved on me. They just loved on me.
Hmm.
And when she had her accident,
Mm, I'll never forget it.
Mm.
You was on your way to see me, weren't you? My goodness. Yeah.
all I wanted to do
Visit.
was to come and spend time with her. So her husband can have a break and I can just sit with them and have everybody else have a break. So I was like, I am going to ride up
Mm-hmm.
and come spend time with her and
Pretty picture.
surprise her and just take care of her for the weekend and see what, you know, have the people that were there so they can have a break, have her family have a break. And so most people, I don't wear a jacket when I ride. I just have my vest because I have hot flashes
Mm-hmm.
and I overheat. But that morning I woke up and I was getting ready and I happened to talk to Patrick and I said, Patrick, you think I should put my jacket on? And he said, yeah, Stink, I think you should put your jacket on because you're going up in the mountains. It's going to be a little bit chilly. And I was like, ugh, oh God, I'm going to be hot. And he's like, nah, I think you should
go
be.
through so much.
And I put my jacket on. And 6 o'clock, 5:30 that morning, I'm doing a video at the gas station waiting for Mac and Buddha. And you can already see me sweating. I'm like, guys, y'all already see I'm sweating. Y'all already know I'm having a hot flash. This don't make no sense. But I'm geared up. I'm geared up. I'm ready to go. I'm all geared up because y'all know I never wear this. And so our ride was beautiful, beautiful ride. We got to our first stop, got off, went to the bathroom, gassed up, everything. We saw that there was an accident on 81 and they had that blocked off. So
Yeah.
we veered off and was going to take the back way. And we're at a stoplight, and I remember pulling up to a guy in a minivan, and I'm not paying no attention. I have my music on. The guys got their music on. We chilling, and got visor up, and he just looks down and like ugh, and it's like whatever, is what it is. And so we take off, and he speeds up and deliberately jumps in front of Buddha and slams on his brakes.
Mm.
And I'm like, oh no. And I see Buddha just tries to grab his bike. And I was like, oh God, this not gonna work. And Mike is able to dodge. And I have a car in my blind spot. And I'm like, well, I'd rather have the car hit me than hit Buddha and the van. And I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna cut it. And I cut it. And I was like, uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay, God, we're going down.
Mm.
I said,
Mm.
all right, breathe, 80. Turn your head because you don't want to hit your face first.
Mm.
And I was like, all right, Chariot, you can't land on top of me, but I'm going to have to push you. And I just remember pushing my bike, and I remember tucking, and I would just remember my head just hitting.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
And I remember when I stopped, and I tried to move, but my brain couldn't tell my legs to move. And I
Mm.
can hear the cars just screeching. And I'm like, God, I gotta move. I hear them. And I'm trying to move, and I hear this man's like, no. He said, I took my truck and I blocked all lanes. And he did. He took his truck and he blocked all lanes. And he comes running. And I'm just like, I'm trying to move. And I'm like, I can't breathe. And he's like, you can't take your helmet off. I said, no, but just take the shield off so I can just get some air. And so he puts me, I set up, and I had just on his legs. And I see Buddha, and he looks in the mirror, and I see him running, and I see Mac driving up the wrong way. And I'm like, and Mac's stupid self, girl, if you don't get up, we almost there. I said, I know, I'm trying to get up, but my leg's not moving. I don't know what's going on. And so, and I'm like, Buddha's like, you good? I'm like, yeah. I said, my arm feel funny, but nothing looks wrong. I'm just like, I don't know. My brain just won't tell my legs to move. And I'm like, does anything look wrong to you? And they're like, no. And I'm like, all right, cool. And they're like, what's wrong? I said, oh, take my rings. My hand's about to swell. They can't break these. No, nope. And they're looking at me like I'm crazy. And I was like, oh, don't let them cut these boots. I just bought these boots. Nope. That's new money. Can't cut this.
That's girl stuff.
Yeah.
That is.
I was not playing. And so I hear the ambulance, and I hear everybody talking, and I do remember the lady who's the mayor of the area. She's like, oh my God, you're speaking. And I was like, yes, man. She goes, that's all I saw was your helmet, your head just hitting the concrete. Boom, boom, boom. And I was like, oh. And then the ambulance, and the lady's like, I called the helicopter. I say, no. No helicopter for me. Nope. You can send that back. I'm not doing helicopter. I'm good. No helicopter. That's a negative. That day, I did the Glimpsy app for the first time. So I sent that out to my brother, my twin sister, my best friends. So I did not know that my twin had called me. And so I remember getting in the lady talking, and her husband rode a motorcycle. So she knew about the jacket. And she's like, ma'am, do you want me to cut your jacket? I said, no. Don't cut nothing. That's a negative. If you can get the jacket off, don't cut nothing.
Oh my God, you are too cute.
And she was like, okay. And, Mac and Buddha looked at him like, you just as crazy. And I'm like, move. Where is Chariot? Where is Chariot? Is Chariot okay? They're like, you are, move. And so she took my jacket off. And then I realized my arm. I was like, oh, my arm just hurts. But other than that, I'm good. I'm fine. I don't know why I can't get my brain to tell my legs to move. We haven't figured that out yet. So she's doing something, and she cuts my pants. And I look at her, I said, well, dang, I just got my fat butt back in my favorite jeans. You could have asked me. I could have pulled them off. And she
They were tired of
just
asking you
fell out
questions. They
laughing.
wanted to
She
share
was
with
like,
you.
you
Yeah.
are a hot mess. And I was like, yeah, whatever. But I think it was the adrenaline,
Yep.
not knowing. And so before I get in the ambulance, my twin calls. My twin is the last person you are supposed to call if anything happens to me. My twin is the last, not the first.
Really
the
quickly,
last.
they didn't get the notification when you went down. Like it normally sounded.
They wasn't paying attention. They was new, so they didn't know what was going on. So the first person is my brother, and my brother didn't answer. And I was like, snap. So I called my best friend Cool Breeze, and I said, hey, I went down. She's like, I said, I'm good, but everything. My twin calls back, girl, why ain't you answer your phone? I'm like, Annie, I had to lay the back down. All right, girl. She said he talking. I was like, ooh, she not understanding this motorcycle language. Okay, whatever. Ooh, Lord. I was like, Annie, I had a motorcycle accident. I said, but I'm good, breathe. And she's going, I just hand the phone to the paramedic. So here you go. And she get ready to go off. She just, as she gets back on the phone, and we both say at the same time, don't say nothing to mommy. I said, nope. We both said at the exact same time, don't say nothing to mommy. I said, nope, don't say nothing yet. Let's see what the hospital and them say first. Don't say nothing to mommy yet. Nope, not at all. Yeah, we said not at all. She's like, I'm on my way. I said, okay, cool, no problem. Called the president of my club. He freaks out. He's on his way. Before I could get to the hospital, Kingdom Knights were
Oh.
on their way to see Merlin.
Uh, uh,
And all of a sudden, I hear someone says, "That's Royaltee's bike. Why is Royaltee's bike on the ground?"
oh, wow.
Hold up. No, 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 no. What's going on?
Mm.
So Micah Buddha was still there. And they was like, she just got an ambulance. She's talking and everything. And they was like, not to tell you. And so thank God my twin decided to tell my mother, because somebody approached my mother
And after, oh,
because it was already on Facebook before I even got to.
Oh, yeah.
So somebody
You
approached
reminded
my
me about
mom.
that now.
Yeah. So thank God. But the adrenaline was so crazy that we didn't think anything. You just thought maybe I was bruised or whatever. But once we got there and things started coming down and we realized that my arm was still in a same position that it was, and
ooh,
that was my helmet,
wow, yeah.
Mm.
and that was my arm.
Mm, mm, mm.
So my arm was hanging.
Yep, sure was. Mm-hmm.
And when that pain hit in, I broke my entire right side. Everything on my right side was broken from the shoulder on down.
Mm.
That's as hard as I hit the concrete.
Mm, mm, mm.
So when the pain set in, it was just unbelievable. I can't even describe to you and they gave me everything and nothing worked. I realized I was broken when they did the CAT scan, when they had to put you in and they had to move, and I let off a squeal that
I
was
bet.
just.
Mm-hmm. I have no
But
doubt.
it wasn't a trauma hospital.
Oh,
So
mm.
they was like, well,
There you go.
the trauma might show up on Monday
Oh
or
Lord.
Saturday.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
mm. The nurse in me is having a fit.
And so by that time, Reggie was there, my the president of my club. He
Mm-hmm.
got there in less than 2 hours from Fort Washington. Now he was driving like a bat out of
He's on
what.
80. Yeah. Mhm.
And so my twin had made it there too. And so we called my mom, and my mom said, bring my child home. They gave me as much as they could give me. And the guy said, and they, as the doctor said, if I was you, I will give her everything I can to get me home. So my twin drove me home broken, which
Mm,
I was
mm,
not
mm.
supposed to be
mm.
released. So she drove me, and I made it to Fair Oaks Hospital. I couldn't take the pain any longer.
You came home on the first day, on the accident day?
I came home. I left that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Hospital. I left
Wow.
that hospital.
Oh
They
Lord.
had pinned up my arm like this,
Ooh, 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 ooh.
so it wouldn't move.
No wonder you had so many problems. Yeah. Mhm. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So it wouldn't move. And so the way I got in the car is I wrapped myself around Reggie, and they pulled me in. And my sister had a truck then. And so I had to sit a certain way. So by the time we got to a certain area in Manassas, I couldn't take it no more. I said, we had to pull over. I said, Annie, I can't
Boy.
take it. Just take the
That's
edge
wow.
Yep.
off.
Yep. If I'd have been there, none of that would have happened, by the way.
And
But go
so
ahead.
when we got to Fair Oaks, that's when they called trauma for Fairfax, and they said there is no way they should have
Ooh, that's what I'm
ever,
saying.
Yeah,
ever.
that's
You needed
crazy.
that ambulance. And you needed that
Yeah.
helicopter that you didn't want.
Yep.
And
I
you
should
told
never
them no.
Yeah, because they thought by that time I had no feelings, and so the pain I had to go through. They had to put the needles all through my legs because I couldn't
Yeah.
feel. They thought I
Yeah.
lost my legs.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah, it was. Ooh, when I mean,
I
When they tell you
cannot
you're never going to
believe
walk again,
you got in that car. I can't believe it.
yeah, never,
Mindset,
That's
mindset.
you're never going to walk
Definitely
again.
mindset.
That's my buddies.
You're never going to do, my doc said, I'm going to put you out on full disability. You're never going to be able to do anything. You're never going to walk. You're never going to do this. You're never going to do that. And I just looked at him. I said, I know a man
Mm-hmm.
who does exceeding and abundantly.
Yep.
there you
I
go.
said, not only am I going to walk, I'm going to ride. I'm going to dance. I'm going to drop it like it's hot. I'm going to do it all.
I remember you saying that to us too.
Remember? I said it's going. I said it might take me a long time to get back, and it has. It has taken me a long time to
Mm-hmm.
recover because a lot of damage, a lot of nerve damage,
Well, nerves are
Yep.
the hardest.
a
They're the hardest.
lot of nerve damage. Because I couldn't get my My leg was so bad. It took them 3.5 weeks to even do that surgery.
Hey,
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, they did my
that's
arm
something
first.
else.
And yeah. So it was terrible. It was
Mm-hmm.
absolutely terrible. But
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
My BFF, all three of them, my BFF, my family, the MC community. When I mean they showed up,
Don't they?
when I mean
Yes.
this guy right here, Kurt, let me tell you, when I had to have my surgery for my arm, they did that first and they sent me to rehab because they was trying to strengthen my left side to get, but my left side, I needed a knee replacement.
Oh
So
Lord.
yeah, I was, ugh.
Wow.
So they wanted me to try to get stronger. And so they sent me to therapy. So I remember the first therapy session and I was just sitting there and I just felt defeated. Like, I'm done. This is not going. And he walked through
Mm-hmm.
therapy.
Wow.
And I was like, what are you doing? What? I
Mm-hmm.
didn't even know that he knew. I didn't even know he knew where I was in rehab. I was like, how did you even know that I was here in this rehab? He walked through and he looked and he stayed the entire session with me to make, he said, we got this. You got
Wow.
this, sis. I'm going to get you through this. He's
Mm-hmm.
like, we got this.
Mm-hmm.
And he stayed. I remember Corey came down from New Jersey to see me. Mac and Buddha was there. I mean, just you guys just showed up from everywhere. Just, you know, and just, you do sink low because
Mm-hmm.
when you're the strong one and when you've
Mm-hmm.
been so
Mm-hmm.
independent and you do everything yourself and you have to rely on somebody else
To do it
to
for
not
you. It's
only take
terrible.
care of
Hmm.
you, to wipe you, to bathe you.
Yeah.
Um,
Yep.
you know, I didn't realize that my eyes was swollen,
Mm-hmm.
was closing.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to do another brain thing because they was like,
I
Mom,
got this whole
keep,
side is still done.
yeah,
Yep.
they had
Yep.
came in, because I was in excruciating pain from
Mhm.
9:30 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. They couldn't control it. They thought that the doctor
Wow.
was scared to give me anything because they said all the drugs they have given me, I'm going to have a heart attack. But I was
Wow.
still fully awake. They said a normal person should be knocked out. She is still fully awake.
Mm.
We
Yeah.
cannot get this pain together. So they
Wow.
created some concoction. The lady said that
Yep.
the X-ray guy
Wow.
was crying so bad when he took me back from Fairfax Hospital. He looked at my mom and was just in tears. He says, I can't touch her no more. They have to
Mm.
do something for her. She cannot
Mm.
do
Mm.
this.
Mm.
Yeah. But God is so good.
My
He
Yes,
is
goodness.
indeed. Yes, indeed.
amazing. He is amazing. He is amazing. And this dude right here, this is my anchor. This is
That's your
my
heart.
brother.
That's your heart. Yep.
That's my
Mm-hmm.
heart right here, y'all.
That's your heart. Mm-hmm.
This one right here. When I came home
Wow.
from the second surgery, they couldn't take me back to rehab because my insurance. So they wanted to send me to a nursing home. And we was like, no, she can't go to a nursing home. You get sick. And so I couldn't come home physically because I have steps. So I couldn't get in my house
Oh.
at
Yep.
all.
Yep.
Could not get in. So I went to my mother's. My brother came through, of course, met me there. And so we called. I said, Brian, they want to bring a hospital bed. He goes, nope, no hospital bed. I was like, well, how am I going to get up and down? And, he said, oh, you going to get up and down. He deliberately
You
said
know, when
no
they say
hospital
that,
bed.
it's like,
Oh, he
That
grabbed a
was
work
your
Yep.
sister.
angel.
Work it
He got a
out.
worker sister. He deliberately did that so I
Angel.
could make myself stronger. He
Yep.
said, I'm not leaving you
Yep.
until you walk again.
Wow.
He slept on the floor.
Mm, mm, mm.
I stayed at my mom's house for 3 months.
Yep.
wow.
For 3 months. Nation,
I
my
knew that.
club was there.
Mm-hmm.
My mom rearranged the entire house
She's
for
something
me.
else.
For me. My first goal was to make sure I did my Down syndrome awareness
Yep.
fundraiser. And
Yep.
I
Right.
did it in a wheelchair. My BFF, my brother said if I could get myself up to a walker and walk, if I could show him that I can get up, walk to the
Go.
front door, and if I can walk to outside the front door, then
Oh,
I could
wow.
go.
Wow.
That was my
Mm.
goal. And you talk about painful,
Yeah.
my God.
Mm,
But
mm.
I did it. I did it. I did it. And that was my
The whole
first time trying
mindset.
to come
Look
home.
at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
Trying to come home. Trying to come home. And therapy, and this has been my side piece. I named him Blue. Blue has been my best friend for years, and I still got him. I will never get rid of Blue.
Yep. Yep.
But my goal was to come to see Marilyn.
Marilyn, she was on her way.
That's all I wanted to do was spend the
Oh.
whole weekend with her. That was my goal. That was it. And I got back on Chariot June 25th, 2022.
Oh, really?
Yep. Yep. I rode him.
I remember that.
Yep. And it was, the feeling was beautiful. But I knew I didn't have the defense.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, this arm's still not strong enough.
Yep.
Well, come to find out, I tore my rotator cuff in 3 places from the accident.
And they didn't see that in all the x-rays?
The rotator cuff is no joke. That hurts.
It's not. I got mine done, so I know the feeling. Oh,
Yep.
oh, oh.
And I had surgery, tried to have surgery in December. Can't be fixed. I need a complete new shoulder.
New shoulder. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but it's all right. It's okay. Because
That'll be another workout. That's it. Just another workout.
It's just another word. I'm still here. I'm still
Yep.
here.
Yes,
And
you
the
are.
blessing of it all is Marilyn's here. That's all. She's here. That's all. So,
Bless her
sweetheart,
heart.
mine was August 5th, 2017.
Mm-hmm.
Yours was July.
25th, 2017.
Walk us through that day.
It was an amazing time. The Kingdom Knights, we had gone to North Carolina to meet our group. And then we left, my husband and I and my son, who was on the back with my husband, left there and went to my brother's house in South Carolina. We rode to South Carolina. So we were coming back from South Carolina, going to my mom who lived in Bedford, Virginia, which is right outside of Roanoke, Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
And so was on 81, and there was, I think it was 80, I don't know which it was. Anyway, there was a tar on the road. So when I hit because you can't see it, it was 94 degrees at the 90 something. It was outrageously hot. I had on my small helmet, not my big helmet, and I had on short sleeves. I had on my big boot, my leather boots. And when I hit that tar, my bike weaved and it threw me off. It hit the side of the road. And let me tell you something, I had guardian angels with me that whole time. because like you said, it was a truck driver that was behind me. And he said, I saw you swerving. So I took my truck and blocked all the traffic.
Mm.
And because he said, I didn't know if you was going to end up in the road. He said, I thought you had it because you looked like you had it. Then when I hit the side of the road, I hit that chunk of road debris that was over there. Apparently they had been doing some work. When I hit that road debris, it threw me off and I went flying through the guardrail. That was something, because and people, I tell you, and with all of that, I never thought I was going to die. You know, people say they never thought I was going to die. All I remember was, please don't let this kill my mama, who was battling cancer. And Lord, how are we going to make it on one income? Like, oh my God. But it was, so I landed through the guardrail and I'm laying there and I was wide awake. I knew absolutely everything that happened. I looked down and I didn't see my hands. So I thought I had cut my hands off. Now, because they had blocked the traffic, my husband, with my son on the back at 11 at the time, was able to turn around and come back up on the same side of the highway.
Okay.
So they got there first. And he came up and I said, look, sweetheart. And the truck driver was there too. I said, you have to tourniquet off both my arms. He said, what? I can't do that. I said, if you don't, I'm going to die. So he said, what do I do? I said, take your headband. I'm giving him instructions. Take your headband off, tie this arm off, was the worst one first. The other one takes, so if you got a belt, he couldn't get his Harley buckle, this big old Harley. He couldn't get that off. So he said, I said, you have to have something. He turned around, and this is no lie. There was something. My husband did some security at his building. He can tell you where every single body was on that site. I mean, the people that stopped, the police when they got there. This guy standing there, somebody handed him a pristine white towel. He took that towel. I kept telling him and the truck driver, make it tighter, because you had to stop the flow of blood. And he turned around to thank that person, and there was nobody there. To this day, he can't tell you male, female, black, or white. Now, he can tell you about everybody else on the scene. He can't tell you nothing about them.
Wow. That's
And
wow.
what he kept saying was, this was a pristine white towel. So if somebody had a towel in their car, they're usually not going to be that clean and white. They're usually a car.
Right.
That thing they've used for the car. So anyway, to this day, we believe that there was an angel that gave him that.
Had to be. Had to be.
If he hadn't done that, my arm would have been gone. Okay. And I don't know if y'all, I hate that y'all seeing that, but some people can't tolerate that. And it was blood and chunks of skin everywhere. Now,
Everywhere.
Who does not well with blood, right? He hadn't done. And he just went right into action. And he said, him and that truck driver. And I tell that truck driver, I said, man, you don't know you were my guardian. He said, I ain't never been nobody's guardian angel. But anyway,
Your guardian angel that day. Yes, he was.
But he did. And I told him, I said, 911 is good, but I'm going to need a helicopter.
Yep.
So, and my son was up there. He wouldn't let him come down. This lady was down. She was praying over me, laying hands. I said, please go up. Let my son know that I'm awake, that I'm okay. Because my husband never left my side. Thank him. Thank you, Jesus. But so they did everything I told them. 911 got there. They moved me from there and moved me up on the side of the road till a helicopter got there. We looked down and my ankle was cut from ankle bone to ankle bone. Cut my leather boot off. They told me, they said, do you know if you hadn't had those leather boots on, you would have cut your foot right off. Wow.
Proper gear. Proper gear.
So now I'm looking down and I realized I didn't know, because I really thought my hands were cut off. Now, let me tell you how powerful adrenaline is. Adrenaline is a powerful drug that we automatically get. I'm telling you, that adrenaline kept me going and kept me functioning. I'm talking to them. I told the guy where to start I said, only got one spot for you to start my IV. Whoever does it's got to be good. Ain't nobody gonna be fucking.
Adrenaline is no joke.
I remember all of this. I mean, the
adrenaline is no joke.
The whole scene. When the helicopter people got there, I said, I don't know what kind of drugs you got, but what you got. And he told me, I said, how many milligrams? I'm talking. Jock said, Moose says he sees me rolling me and my mouth is just going. I don't remember anything after that. Once I got on that helicopter, I don't remember anything. At some point in time, they intubated me. They put a tube in me because my lungs had been messed up. And I was on life support, like you were, Cuzzo, for 7 days. They told me if I'd been on it 3 more days, they would have trached me like you did. And all I could think of was, I work with trach patients all the time. That's no big deal, but my family would have lost their mind because you see a trach. Because
Yeah.
trachs, they're a great thing to have, and I've seen many people with them, so I know. But it's hard on the family members. So all of this time, and then I'm in there. I don't remember. I would wake up and I'd see people that would come to see me, and I bet I remember them, but I don't. You know what I mean? When I got out of intensive care, out of off the ventilator, and I started to come around, and I remember, and this is the blessing. No brain injury at all.
But God.
They kept trying, looking for something, and they couldn't find any brain injury. Now, mind you, I had 8 broken bones, 9 surgeries. Now, I broke my pelvis, I broke my arms, I had so many broken bones. Now, they told me, they said, after I kept recovering, they said, do you want to fly back we can fly you back to the DC area? And I said, let me tell you why I said no. Because each time before each of my surgeries, and I'll never forget this, that the surgeon would come in, he would look at me and my husband, says, can we hold hands and pray?
Ooh.
And that man prayed.
Amen.
Amen.
He prayed
Amen.
in the name of Jesus every single time.
Amen.
And he
Right to
did
hear.
a fantastic job, because they told me, like they told you, what? They told me, you'll never have full use of your hands again. You may not ever walk, because I couldn't get that going. And I remember going to rehab, and I looked at them and I said, look, I don't know nothing about rehab. And and let me tell you something, when I'm going through there and I throw my hands, I remember taking my clients to Walter Reed, and they had all those military people come through there, and they had prosthetics, and great prosthetics. They were great prosthetics back then. And when I'm flying through, I thought, so, okay, after I'm laying there in between the rails, I said, you know what? I'll be okay.
Yep.
I will be able to work. I just don't know how long it's going to take, but I will be able to work, because as long as I can talk, because I was an educator, also nurse educator, I can train people. And if I can get those right prosthetics, I can do my stuff. So that helped me then. Those little things you don't know. Now I'm laying there and I'm in rehab they said, you're going to have to go to rehab, which was fine. And I looked at the rehab person. I said, look, I know nothing about rehab. So whatever you tell me to do, I am going to do. And when I tell you, the people, the motorcycle community, my Kingdom Knights, my family, my church family, and I'm 240 miles away from home, right? I'm not right around the corner. These people came to visit me. They just unbelievable. My husband said when he got there was a ministry from the Roanoke community people. They were already there. And now, okay, I don't want to keep going on, but the other blessing was, now my church is here in Maryland. And one of our youth ministers, who was with you remember my son was 11, had worked with my son there. And he had just accepted a church in Roanoke, Virginia, which is where the hospital I was in.
Wow.
And he was the pastor there. Now listen to this. He was the pastor there. So when my
Blessing in disguise.
They called and told him he was there when my husband and son got back to the hospital. My minister, or which is the pastor now, was at the church waiting for them. And he was a blessing. Now, not only was that, he helped talk to them. The lady, one of the members of his church, listen to this, was the supervisor in the ER. She was
wow.
an administrator at ER.
Wow.
God.
Wow.
Why am I treated like royalty here? I worked there years and years ago, but not. And this woman came in. Jock said she talked to her. I mean, it was just amazing how things just fell in place. It is. I am so blessed. I can't even tell you how blessed I am. I did the things I needed to do. I remember waking up, and I don't remember the pain of this, but I remember waking up and telling them that they had to do that. I was in so much pain. Now, the other thing I remember none of the pain, none of it, except for rehab, but none of that initial hospitalization pain. I remember talking to them about it. I remember talking out of my head several times, and I remember those things, but I don't remember what the pain that added.
It felt like.
I'm telling you, I am. And then, you think you're going through something, and then you hear people like you, Cuzzo, and I'm like, oh, what I went through was nothing compared to
Nothing.
that. I
Nothing
mean, I was
compared.
in rehab I was in the hospital for a couple of months or whatever. I came home. I could not use my hands, full hands again. So I'm home. I can't cook still. My neighbors took care of us. My neighbors, this is like being in the country. These people were unbelievable, and they've always been great. They took care of my house because my husband and my son stayed there with me the whole time until he
Yes,
had to
they
come
did.
back to school. They took care of my yard. They even had the code to get in and cleaned out the mess out of my refrigerator. They did my dog. We had left our dog here while we were on vacation.
Wow.
They took care of, and after I got home, they knowing I can't cook, they bought me food. They managed. I mean, just it was like unbelievable. Now,
Unbelievable.
just the people would come visit me. They tell me stuff that I did apparently with them in church. I'm like, I don't remember that. I'm sure I probably did, but some things are second nature. But sometimes people don't realize the little things that you do, how it affects other people. Because
That's true.
it's sometimes you just do things and you don't even think about it. I would never have thought some of the stories that people were telling me, some of the things that happened, that it was like that. I just love that picture of us, by the way. It just was amazing. And I never, ever, never thought. They told me in rehab, they said, so what is the key for you coming home? Now, remember, I couldn't use my hands. I said, now I love my husband to death. He's the best person in the world, but I don't want him to use my butt. When I can go home, I can go home. And that's what they did. That's exactly what they said. Once I got to that point, they said, okay, you go on home if you want to.
Exactly.
Like, oh, thank you, Jesus, because that was it. And then as a nurse, and I've been nursing 48 years now, but it was, that you don't realize how the difference in being a patient, that kind of severe patient, and being a nurse. And the nursing staff makes such a difference. I'm telling you, it was, I learned a lot. And some people, I just couldn't believe how bad they were.
Yes.
And some of the things that they did. I remember one time somebody said something. I said, I can't tell my husband. I mean, I can't tell him this because he'll lose his mind. And I had to wait till the weekend was over to take care of it myself because it's just people. And I'm like,
why are you doing this?
It makes you a better person.
Yes, it does.
When you go through stuff like that, because now you can help know what other people might need. I am so, so blessed. I can't even express to you how blessed I am. And be able to walk and use my hands fully. They told me you'd never be able to make a fist again. You never be able to do some of the things you can do.
But look at you.
The mindset. It's the mindset.
Exactly. You're absolutely right.
It's definitely
absolutely
and you're
right
about the nurses and stuff. Like the doctor who did my surgery, they said this doctor has never, ever in all the years being a surgeon, ever greeted a patient, come to their room and escorted them to no surgery. They kept asking my mom, it's like, do you know him personally? They said, no, we just met him.
Wow.
And came in, met me, looked at my arm, talked to my mom and my sister and everybody. And he said, well, I'll be back here in the morning. I'm going to escort her down and make sure she's good. And they were like, he's never done that with anybody. He's been here for 30 something years.
Wow.
Do you know the family? And I'm like, no. He's like, I'll be in the morning. He came in that morning.
That was
looked at
God.
my arm. He looked at my tattoos. He says, beautiful artwork. I said, could you please? He said, don't worry about it. I'm going to make sure everything lines back up perfectly. I said, thank you.
Girl, you are a mess.
I know, I'm a hot mess.
Yeah, she's a mess.
I'm a hotmess.com. I am.
Yeah.
But his staff could not believe because he has never done that.
Wow.
He stayed up there the entire time when I came out of recovery. They said he sat there with me. He don't sit there. He goes. And I was like, I've never met the man a day in my life. He was a big time surgeon over in Fairfax Hospital.
Yep.
Never met him a day in my life. But I was like, I was so grateful and thankful for, his bedside manners.
And they're not all like that, especially surgeons. You don't find too many surgeons. I've been working like
That's
that
true.
all the time. Surgeons have a godlike complex sometimes, and they don't. They're not always.
I can agree with that. I've seen them like that before, but all the surgeries I had, I'm glad they're working with my mother. So
Okay.
all my surgery I had from my
Oh
back, my
wow.
shoulders, which was perfect because they treated me like I'm their own anyway. So that was great. But when
Yeah.
I
That's
was
a
in the
blessing.
hospital in in Florida,
Mm-hmm.
I did some stupid things. I don't, this is what I was told. I tried to pull a catheter out. They
Yeah.
locked me
Yeah.
up. They handcuffed me and put mittens on my hand. I escaped 3 times. I escaped all 3 times
That was
trying
a
to
traumatic.
escape.
That was a traumatic brain injury.
That was the brain traumatic.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. That was the
yeah,
brain
Traumatic
injury.
brain injury lasts for years, and some people get
yeah.
over it, quick, but it lasts for many years. And
Yeah.
when I tell you your blessing, your story hit me so hard
Yeah.
because
You are a
Wow.
walking
I
miracle.
mean,
You're a
geez,
walking,
pieces.
walking
Oh,
miracle.
thank you,
Because,
thank you.
what
Yeah.
ends up happening, like the financial challenges,
Oh
what
yeah.
people don't
Oof.
realize, the financial challenges that you have. Hello, everybody in the chat. We truly appreciate you all. Hello, hello. Hey, Nardo. Hey, Booker. Thank you guys for all of the prayers and saying hi to us and how blessed we are and everything. People saying Psalms 91:4. Oh, guys, they are really up
Yeah.
in here for us. Sowing seeds. Yes, Supreme.
Yes.
Blessing after blessing. Yes, Miss Corinne. Thank you guys so very much. Who else is up in here? Oh, I think who is that? Michelle Jewel. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, God has been good to us. God
Yep.
has been good
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes,
to
indeed,
us.
yes,
Yes,
indeed.
your husband up in here. Hey, Moose.
Oh, is it?
Hey, Moose.
Yeah.
And
You
you know
had
what
your
else
share
I
of
wanted to
accidents too.
right touch on what you guys said about when people see the accident and the trauma that it is for them to have to see you
Yeah.
willed away. It's like kind of crazy.
Yes,
That was my worst thing.
that's the thing right there.
Mm.
How do the recovery impacts your work, your home, your daily responsibilities? Like Merlin, the first thing she thought about, oh my God, a single income. I did the exact same thing. I was like, oh my God, bills. How are we gonna do bills?
Yeah, yeah, you're
Oh
right.
my God, bills. We got
Absolutely
bills.
right.
I literally went back to work early than what I was supposed to. But I couldn't go back to what I used to do because I could
Mm.
not run. I could not crawl on the floor. I could not pull
Hmm.
cable in the ceilings. My job
Hmm.
is very, very hands on. So I could not go back to doing that type of hard type of work any longer. I just didn't have the strength to do it anymore. Um, and
Can I?
stuff. So, but look at Marilyn now, y'all. Check what she working with today, y'all. Check her out. Check her out now,
Can I
y'all.
tell
She over
you
there
another thing
dancing.
about that money thing? The not only did my Kingdom Knights bless us tremendously with financial reason, the motorcycle ministry, they just
Yes.
donate. They gave money, and I was like, really, these people? But they knew them, but to know me like that, I'm just like, it was overwhelming to me. It just was
Indeed.
Yes.
I
over.
can agree with that. I agree with that because they
And
threw a GoFundMe up and everything for me. So I
Yes.
know.
Yes.
Yep.
The blessings that
my
they
work.
did.
See,
Yes.
God is
Yes.
good because my work kept paying me.
See?
Praise God.
That's really good.
I was not expecting that.
My
I,
God.
I
My
Exactly.
mean,
God. My God.
I mean, man, I've worked with them forever from but they kept paying me, and I'm telling you,
Wow.
I I felt so bad. I mean, I went back early too because I'm like, you ain't gonna pay me to do nothing. I'm gonna go back. I went back in that office, even though I could only
That
go
was
in
my
half a day.
attitude.
I was like, this is crazy.
Yes. Yes. So
So God just
what are some of
blessed.
your hidden
It was a
struggles
true,
people
true
never
blessing. I
see?
mean, it probably didn't. I probably need to sit down.
Mhm.
Yeah. Hmm.
I
It was
know.
probably
So for all of
it
us,
was probably
do
me. It was the
oh
Yeah.
Lord
sorry.
saying, you need to stop. I need to take a break because I was doing a lot then.
But you know what? Did you all ever realize that this God was trying to tell you to slow down?
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
what I just said. I didn't
Okay.
know then,
Okay.
100%.
It's like pause,
100%.
relax,
Okay.
chill.
I
And
Yep.
totally
I was
because
yeah, I
yeah.
was that guy. I never missed a day at work. I don't take days off. I worked every day, all day. That was me.
Yep.
That was my whole attitude.
Yeah. I
Hmm.
kept going and going and going and going and going and going and going. I never, if it wasn't work, it was doing, my business, or it was
Hmm.
doing this, and I was
Hmm.
going here, and I just was always going. I never slowed down.
Yep. Yep.
And I would hear God say, okay, it's time for you to rest.
Yep. You
And
need to
now
take
I'm
some break.
like,
Wow.
Right.
now you
You
ain't got
listen
to
a little
do.
bit better.
Look, God can just whisper. He could just let the wind blow. Okay, the answer is no. I'm resting this weekend. Mm-mm. God ain't you ain't got to knock me down no more. 'Cause when you knock me down, you like to knock me down for a few years. I'm good, God. No, you ain't
Yeah,
got to do
yeah,
that no more. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. But now you got to listen.
you do.
Do,
You do.
now, do you have some like hidden struggles that people never see?
Let me tell you mine real quick. My son.
Hmm.
My son felt guilty about this whole accident. He felt like it was his
Oh,
fault. I did
Why?
not know that before. I didn't know for a long time
Oh
because that
no.
night before the accident. Now listen to this. He kept coming in our room with where we were, and he kept waiting. I said, "Stop it, Jordan. Go to bed. Go to sleep." Right. And then I remember looking at him. I said, "I've got a ride tomorrow. You don't want anything to happen, and so I got to get some sleep." I'm sure I told him. I don't remember, but I'm sure I told him that, and that's what
Mm-hmm.
he told them. He felt like this was totally his fault. I said,
Oh
baby,
no.
it's not your." After I found out, but
Mm-hmm.
he had he went through some major
Yes.
neurological issues. I mean, he was seeing things. He had to have. We went to therapist. We gave him meds. I had to stop the meds. The other blessings that I had, my neighbor told me, and I'm a nurse. I did not believe in this CBD. I'm like, I ain't doing no marijuana. Shoot,
Mm.
oh, no way. I mean, back
Mm-hmm.
no.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, and I remember that. And I said, by that time, I was needing it. It was rehab. My son was playing football. I had to go to these games where it was cold. This is a year
Yes.
after my accident, and I'm still having issues.
Yes.
So I said, you know what? Okay, Lord, I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. And I'm telling you,
It's the best
it
thing.
made a world of difference. Now, I started off on the lower doses. I didn't want to have any THC in it, and I still don't do that unless it's absolutely emergency. But
Mm-hmm.
that stuff got me through. I'm telling you,
See?
it was a true lifesaver. And then when they made it legal, you could get it, you could buy it. I was like, oh my goodness.
He's like, there's a God.
Yes. And I'm like, man, this is great. And these things ain't happen by accident. This didn't just
No.
all my neighbor didn't just all because he was having some joint issues. So he said, Merle, have you ever thought about this? You tried. So me, I researched things to the max and I did. I
Mm-hmm.
looked at it and said, okay, let's just do it. I don't care, let's just do it. Cause
The
so
question I have for everybody: what made you decide to ride again?
I never thought I would.
Me? Exactly. I said, I'm not giving up. This is
Mm-mm.
what I do. This is what I love to do. I'm gonna keep on going and doing some way, somehow. I'm gonna do it and continue to do it.
Yeah. Yep.
Well,
I was
you
still riding my motorcycle in the cast, so I
Yeah.
wasn't supposed to,
yes.
but I would have my brother take it down the driveway. I say, I'm just gonna go up the street and come right back. I'm just gonna go and come right back. So he would take it down the driveway for me. I would get on, go up the street, U-turn a couple times, and I would bring it back, and he would put it back for
And,
me.
and you rode home after
Rode
the accident.
home.
That's
He
the
rode
like
home,
there's no way
y'all.
you
Yeah.
stop riding. That's just
I'm just
insanity.
like, girl.
Jeez.
I remember that
Yes,
like it was yesterday. I was like, what is Piper doing?
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
it was
But
really crazy.
it was definitely crazy. How does this help you, mentally and spiritually? What have you done to because you do get lonely, when you're going through therapy and wrestling with when everybody goes back to going to their lives. Did some of your relationship change with people?
Yes. My
I hope
best, I could
mine
say, I
did.
call him my best friend, my partner who got me started riding. He disappeared on me.
You're
Okay.
probably
That's
50.
my son's godfather.
Yep.
Okay.
And there's times that I think I know what happened. Well, I do know what happened, but it was never talked about. I just
Mm,
happened to dream about something and went over with my therapist. Then I said it in front of my group. Who
mm,
told you that? How did you know that? Now I'm figuring out what really happened.
Okay.
mm-hmm,
And
mm.
I think he knows. That's why he doesn't even talk to me anymore.
He still
He
doesn't.
doesn't.
But
Nope.
what do you mean?
To
What
this
really
day.
happened?
He was feeling guilty.
Mm,
Some guilt
yeah.
things.
He think he was a problem. He
Yeah.
was part of the accident.
Yeah. He was the guilt. He felt. And I didn't even
He,
know what it was, but I knew that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
yep. He
Mm-hmm.
won't talk to me. Like this is, we grew up together. Your
Mm-hmm.
family.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You're my son's godfather.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't spoken to him unless I sit up there and have to say, here, talk to him. He
Hmm.
don't come by and see. He haven't come by and see me nothing to this day. Only time I see him doing bike week in Daytona, and that's for a brief minute.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
I pray
Hmm.
that
So have
Yeah.
you ever invited him to therapy? Because I know a lot of times,
yeah,
and that's what I was talking about earlier, when someone is with you when you have your accident,
exactly.
how the trauma affects them. You know,
And
like your
I
son
put it
being
out
there,
there.
Black Angel, that was
Mhm.
crazy. Your friend being there, like the woman who rode back with me. Like, do we check on them? Because it's a thing for them as well. Seeing your loved one rolling down the highway
Yes.
is
Yep.
very
Yes.
traumatic.
Yep, 100%. Yep.
Yes.
Exactly. And
It
I put it
is.
out there. I put it out. And to this day, I don't try to say, hey, it's your fault. I don't like you. I can't stand. No, it's not like
Mm-mm.
that. It is what it is. I'm still here. It is the
Yes.
reason why I'm here. So stop acting like that. Just come on. Come
It
over
is
here.
his
Like
Let's
people are
mindset.
talk
trying to put it
about it.
out there.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's his mindset. He has issues with
Yep.
that.
Survivor's guilt.
Yeah,
Survivor's guilt.
yeah,
And,
yeah.
and,
Hmm.
and it is a real thing, survivor's guilt. It
Thing.
really is.
Yep. And it does affect him. It affects him.
Yep.
It can be
And
very
that's it.
difficult. But you're doing
That's
all
why
you can do.
now.
You
You
doing
It's
all you
after
can
Exactly.
do.
you. You
You
just
do.
gotta let him know you still love him.
Yep.
That's all you have to
That's
That's
do.
all you
it.
have to do.
That is
Let them know
it.
I
And
still
pray
love
and
you.
pray for
Yep.
him. Yep.
Exactly.
All we can
That's
do.
all you can do. You are
But I tell
absolutely
you,
right.
the hardest
Mhm.
thing for me was I'm a caregiver. So I was taking care of my mom. I was taking care of things at home, people that was ill, things. And for me not to be able to do that, I continued to do it though for a long time till she passed. But
Mm.
I did. And after everything is done and after all that, that's when it hits me the most. It's like, okay, wow, I don't have anybody to take care of anymore. My mom passed, my dad did later. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, wow, I gotta take care of me.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta do
That's
this.
it. That is it.
And and things have to refocus. So things that I didn't have time to think about and worry about after the accident, which I didn't. I tell
Mm-hmm.
you right now, Zoom, I kept going. I kept going. I mean, just kept because I knew that's what I had. Now, I didn't think
Mhm.
about it. It's just what I've done all my life,
Mm-hmm.
basically.
Yeah.
So when it slows down, and now, retirement is knocking on my door, which I should have retired a while ago, but now I'm happy. I am content. I am not going, I'm doing well. We're traveling a lot. So these things are
That is
things that
awesome.
just comes back around and
Right.
100% God. And when I
Oh.
tell you, when I remember laying in that rehab and thinking, I don't even know what to pray about anymore, God.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't even know what to pray. I don't know how to pray. But all of my family, all my people were praying for me. And I know them. I know what how important that is, and how important
Mm.
the people around you are.
Yes.
And you realize that. And so people that don't need to be there, don't need to be there. Hey,
Amen. Amen to
You're
that.
right about that.
Amen to
Yes,
that. I tell you
indeed.
this, when she walked through my mama's door,
oh yeah. I remember I had to come see you. I was like, oh my gosh, she had an accident coming to see me.
when
That's so
she
sweet.
walked through my
Oh,
mama's door just for us just to lay eyes, I was just like, "You're good." I was like,
I
"I'm
remember
good. Don't worry about
the
me.
tears were just
You're
flowing down my eyes.
good."
Like, oh my God, she looks
I was like, "You're good. That's it.
good.
Just the love there, just the love. That's all I wanted. Just her to be good. That's it." But the MC community showed up and showed out for all
Which
of
is
Yep,
great.
us.
yep,
You
yep.
Which is
know, and
great.
that's
Which is
what
great.
people need to realize. The MC community.
And I
After
can't thank my husband enough.
everything.
I can't thank my husband enough.
Oh no. Oh God,
That
yes.
man he had to have gone through hell because he's not used to the stuff that he had to do for me, even during the accident, but afterwards too. I mean,
Hmm.
just
100%.
100%. It's just
He took
amazing
his
to me.
vow seriously through
Hmm.
sickness and in health.
Yep.
Yes, he did.
And he had Lydell, the president of our company, ride with him to pick me up and bring me home, and they
Mm-hmm.
stayed. I mean, just the little things is not little, but makes such a huge
Huge.
impact. I
Yes.
mean, it's just I don't even think people know what an impact it makes. I
Yeah. It
mean,
does the little things. The
yeah,
little
yeah.
things. The little things. It's just, oh my God. It's just we are truly blessed.
Oh my
Yes, we are.
goodness. Oh my goodness.
We are
So
truly
that thing.
blessed.
And when
My mother every day came to me, took care of me. She took my took. She kicked my girlfriend to the side. Said, "Nope, I got this. Leave
I
her
got
alone." She was one of those, and it was a beat. It was a beat between those two. I'm like, "Who's taking care of him?" I'm like, "All I can do is this. Look each way I say. I ain't saying nothing. I'm leaving this alone."
You just like, Mom, I'm good. I'm gonna let her
Yeah.
roll with it. Roll with it. Roll
and the
with it.
people that visit you there. I
Yeah.
mean, it just
My
you have to. I'm
It
like,
was a little bit of people. My mother said nobody could see me. My mother put
oh
it down. Nobody could see me. Only certain people could see me. One let the girlfriend come see me. I'm like, what do you do? At the fact when I found out, I'm like, what are you doing? Why did you do that? Because the doctor said if you have too much stress in your brain, this can happen, that can happen. I
brain
was
injury,
like,
brain injury.
Yeah, you had the
yeah.
brain injury, so she had to be
And
So
the
very,
my,
very
thing, you don't
careful.
even know
yep.
some of the things you say. I tell people with traumatic brains, whatever's on their mind, they speak it. And that's
Yeah.
what people that don't know that's got to get used to. It's not a bad thing. I mean, they might say your
Nope.
hair looks a mess today. People might be thinking it, but they never say it. They'll say it to you when they have brain injury. Brain injury.
Yeah. I say hold at my
I
job.
must have
Oh
that
my,
then.
Oh yeah.
whoo.
Are
What you
you, are
say?
you
I
You
gonna
get what you
tell
meant by
must have
job.
that too. Well, guys, I have one more question for us tonight. After
Uh,
everything we've been through, what does life mean to you now?
I
Everything.
love life. Yep. I
Yes.
love life.
Yep. Yep. Every single day, you
Mhm.
realize how blessed you are. And when I and I like to say that I really didn't go through half of what all of y'all went through because I don't remember a lot of that. I don't
Mhm.
remember the pain. That's huge. Y'all know how
Yes,
big, I
that's
know
that's
Yeah,
y'all know how
huge.
big
it
that is.
is.
Yes,
That
that's
is
huge.
really, really huge. And so, I'm just enjoying life now. I'm enjoying life. You have your little
Good.
traumas, little things that happen, but
Yep.
you learn
Mhm.
how to just, say, you got this, God. I
Yeah.
mean, things that I probably didn't turn over before. Yeah, I let him take it
Just let it go.
and
Just
let him
roll
have it
off. Roll
because
off.
God is truly in
I
control.
agree. I don't want to be. I don't want to be stressed. I don't want to be upset. I don't want to be mad. I don't want to argue. I just, like you said, let it go.
Let
I
it
just
go.
let it.
Let it go.
Just let it. And that's my point. I always had to fight myself with that. Don't stress about it. Don't argue about it.
Yeah,
Just do it. Let it slide. And there's people that say, you're not arguing with me. You're not saying this. No, I'm good. Have a nice day. I can tell someone, bye.
yep,
Yep.
yep,
See when I see you. I'm like, see you when I see you.
Yep.
And I'm not going to argue with you. I'm
hmm
good. I'm like, I don't want to argue with nobody because a lot of words will come out my mouth that you don't want to hear.
yep,
So
yep.
I walk away.
Absolutely.
And
And
and part of its age, as I get older, my favorite thing is said, whatever. Okay, whatever.
yeah, that's
Do
so
you
very
see
true.
it?
Yeah, it's just
It's on
yeah,
my bed. Whatever.
Whatever.
That
I
whatever.
that's
see it on
that's
your
my
Yeah,
vest.
favorite.
Yep, you got it
I
too. You
didn't see
said
that on
whatever.
my
Whatever.
Piper said
Yes.
she got it on her vest.
I'm telling
Whatever.
you, I'd be like, whatever, like
Whatever.
whatever. Because
Whatever.
after losing a child, you
right.
Yes.
can't tell me anything.
Yep.
I'm just
And there
like
you go.
whatever. Like
I
there's
tell you
there's
that I
yeah.
cannot even imagine that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh my Lord, I just
Piper,
can't.
I am so, so incredibly proud of you.
100%.
I appreciate that.
Indeed. Yes, indeed.
Nothing but God.
Yep.
Nothing but God.
So proud of
Yes.
you. The way you have continued to move forward, the way you have still showed up for Zay,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
the way you still doing you. I'm so,
And in
so,
my
so proud
patch,
of you.
long live Tyler,
Yes.
Yes,
LLT,
indeed.
Oh,
long live
that's
Tyler. It's
fantastic.
all
Okay.
he's with me like everywhere. Yeah.
Everywhere. Yep.
So
Yep. What
Yeah,
do you
he's your
want people
angel.
to
He's one of your
remember?
guardian angels now. He's your guardian. He
he
looks
Yes,
out.
really
he
he
is.
is.
Yes.
One
Yep.
more question.
Yes.
What do you want people to remember about the writer behind the helmet?
The
Yes,
smile.
It's just
That's it.
Piper.
no.
That's
Don't
it.
worry, be happy.
That's
Don't worry,
it.
be happy.
That's
That's
it.
it.
That's it
Just
right
we're
there.
here.
That's
Yes.
it.
Yep.
That's it right
Mm-hmm.
there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as we bring tonight's conversation to a close, I want to thank each and every one of you for spending your time with us.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for
Yes,
being willing
indeed.
to
Thank you.
this difficult and necessary conversation. And a special thank you to each one of you. Thank you, Cuzzo. Thank you, Piper. Thank you, Black Angel.
Thank
And
you.
everyone for sharing and
Good
listening
night.
tonight
Yeah.
and in the chat. Your strength, your honesty, your resilience reminded us that while a crash may change your life, it does not have to define your future.
Oh,
Recovery
amen.
Indeed.
is
Amen.
not a straight road.
That is
There are
well said.
twists, there are turns, there are setbacks, victories, good days, bad days. And sometimes simply getting through the day is a victory. But
Absolutely.
tonight we have learned that healing is possible, hope is real, and there is life after the crash.
Yep.
If you or
Amen.
Yes,
someone
indeed.
you know is navigating recovery from a motorcycle accident,
Mm-hmm.
please know that you are not alone. There is a community that understands, supports, and stands beside you.
Mm-hmm.
Motorcycle awareness is every single day.
Yep.
It's not just a month. This isn't about choosing size
Nope.
because whether you are on twos, threes, or fours, everyone is simply trying to make it home safely to someone who loves them. So
Mm-hmm.
let's be
Amen.
mindful. Let's be
Amen.
more respectful. Let's be more aware. Put the phones down. Look twice. Check your blind spots.
Yep.
Give riders the space they need because behind every helmet is a person, behind every vehicle is a family, and every life matters.
Every one of them.
One moment of attention can save a life, one moment of distraction can change lives forever. We
Mm-hmm.
all share the road. And on the next Royalty Unfiltered, yes, it's going to be real this time. Men's health. Oh
Oh
my God,
Lord.
this
Oh.
this is so important.
Oh.
Men's
It
health,
is.
and especially Black men's health.
I
Mm-hmm.
was gonna
Why
say our
don't
African
men
American
go
men. Yes.
to the doctor?
Yes. Hey, I just had my cardiologist check me out, so I got my EKGs done, all that work done.
Okay, that's what
Saturday,
I'm
my blood
talking about.
work.
Cause I'm
I
like,
Yes,
got
I'm
it going
yes,
good.
on.
that's yes. We would discuss
Yeah.
mental health, preventive care, fear, stigma, silent struggles, breaking generational patterns.
Wow.
Wow,
That's
so
huge.
many
Hmm.
men
Huge.
suffer in silence because
Huge.
this conversation isn't just about health. It's about saving lives,
Mm-hmm.
encouraging healing, reminding our men that their health matters too, that they are loved and valued.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for tuning in to Royalty Unfiltered.
No
Real
matter.
life,
Indeed.
real talk, real
Real talk.
fun.
No matter how
Please
long it
like,
takes, you can be healed. You
yes,
can recover.
Yes.
you
You
can.
Everybody's
can recover.
time is different.
Please like, comment, and share. And until next time, beautiful family.
Go
Good
ahead,
night.
girl.
Yes.
Ah.
Remember, purpose over pressure, truth over perfection. This is
Absolutely.
Royalty Unfiltered. Real life, real talk, real fun. And we are riding this roller coaster called life together. May
Yes,
God
indeed.
bless each and every one of you. Have a
Man.
wonderful and blessed and purpose filled 2 weeks. We will see you soon. This episode and every episode is lovingly dedicated to my brother, Brian Eric Duncan,
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Dunk.
Mhm.
I hope I'm making you proud, bro. Your love,
Yes,
your
indeed.
laughter,
No
your
doubt.
encouragement, and your spirit continues to guide me every single day. God, I miss you, boy.
I know you do.
Good night,
Yes,
family.
indeed.
Good night.
Peace. Love you
Peace.
all.
Good night,
Good
beautiful
night.
Good
Love you
family.
again.
night. Be safe, Piper. I'll be checking on you soon, baby.
I will.
Love you all.
Thank
Thank you all in the
you.
Have a
chat.
good
Good
Thank you
night.
all
Have a
in
good
the
Yes,
night,
Piper,
room.
all.
Love you
please.
all.
Please be safe.
Till next time.
Good night.
Till next time.